Hi, welcome to Explained. In this video, we'll be explaining the energy crisis in South Africa and how a state-owned company went from being the best and cheapest energy provider in South Africa to now being the company that's rolling blackouts regularly and at the center of a corruption scandal. Eskom, a state-owned main provider of electricity in South Africa, the utility is the biggest supplier of electricity in South Africa. Before its inception, electricity in South Africa was dominated by municipalities and private companies. Eskom was founded by the Electricity Act of 1922. The company's mission was to bring affordable electricity to enable and promote industrial development in the country. In the 80s, the company operated more than 27 power stations, producing more than 33,000 megawatts and employed over 56,000 people. After the apartheid government was dissolved, the company went on a mission to electrify townships which were previously neglected by the previous apartheid government. In the year 1995, Eskom was able to connect more than 300,000 households, and in 2001, the company was named the Financial Times Power Company of the Year, and it was described as providing the world's lowest cost electricity. In January 2008, Eskom introduced load shedding, which were planned rolling blackouts based on a rotating schedule, headed in stages 1 to 8, meaning that if stage 1 is implemented, 1,000 megawatts need to be shed off the national grid. Stage 8 means that 8,000 megawatts need to be shed, and that means 12-hour blackouts in the country. Eskom's demand-side management was focused on encouraging customers to reduce their energy usage in peak times to reduce the chances of load shedding being implemented. Following that, Eskom embarked on an aggressive energy production expansion program during the administration of Jacob Zuma, focusing on building larger 6-pack coal-fired plants. In 2016, Eskom revealed it had plans to build a nuclear-powered power station that would provide 1,000 gigawatt of power by 2050. But in 2018, Eskom acting CFO stated that the company can't afford a new build because of 34% drop in interim profits. In 2017, the company was the focus of a corruption scandal involving the Gupta family and the administration of Jacob Zuma. As the corruption scandal continued, the National Energy Regulator then denied Eskom's application to increase tariffs by 19.9%, with a South African newspaper, Business Day, citing inefficiencies, bad forecasting and cost overruns as part of the refusal. In 2019, after the announcement by the government that Eskom would be broken up, Eskom would initiate another round of load shedding, citing that load shedding was a product of breakdowns in the plants and lack of resources such as water and diesel. The outgoing CEO of Eskom, the Reuters, said around 1 billion rand was stolen from Eskom every month, must implicate some degree of complicity from politicians. I knew there was corruption, he said. I believed that the era of state capture had come to an end. State capture was like a cancer that has been unsuccessfully treated, he told Larson. Efforts to transform Eskom's power sector and reduce its coal reliance have faced opposition. There are so many vested interests in the coal value chain that the threat of decarbonization is so eagerly opposed. The inability to provide renewable energy for local manufacturers poses an existential threat, the Reuters said. In the face of carbon border taxes, the environmental impact of air pollution kills 29,000 people per year. and we are somehow okay with that. I have a big issue with that." End quote. He also stated that he had been poisoned as doctors found elevated amounts of cyanide in his bloodstream. He also said the manager of Tuduka power plant has to wear a bulletproof vest and be accompanied by armed guards. With that being said, he also stated that he will leave the country. So, with no end to load shedding in the country, the main solution for families and businesses that can afford is to buy and invest in solar to stop relying on the government-owned utility that's actively failing to do its job. With the state of disaster declared on energy, will it be enough to stop load shedding? Or will it be another failed attempt? Well, we'll see soon. Thank you.